Welcome everybody here in person and those tuning in online to Ohm Yoga. As you are coming into practice, you can go ahead and find a comfortable seated position on your mat. Maybe you're crisscross applesauce, maybe you're seated on your shins, wherever you are. Find a position that helps you settle into yourself. These first few moments of class are left for us to explore the connection between our bodies, our breath, and our state of being. From thoughts to feelings to physicality. What's going on in you today? Take a deep, slow inhale in through your nose and explore what might be happening. How that breath makes you feel as you expel it back out through the nose or mouth. And allow the body to begin to relax. We inhale in nice and slow with intention to pull in energy and awareness. What's going on? What am I experiencing? Holding at the top for a few moments to cement those things in, and as we exhale, we let go. We rest the body. Inhale in as you feel into whatever tension might be left in your musculature. And as you exhale, let it all hang loose from the belly, pelvic floor. Allow your shoulders to relax down your back, your jaw to unclench. The space between your eyebrows to soften. Finding stillness in the body, neutrality. As we breathe, we practice mindfulness awareness, a way to engage the prefrontal cortex in such a way that it creates a state of awareness as you exit your practice. The mind is a problem solver, and so it's constantly processing information from our paths and towards our futures in order to find a better sense of control. And the joke is that the most control we'll ever have is in these moments, in present state, where there's no problems to solve except what's directly in front of our nose. What do I need? What information is coming in? What is the next right step? And so we practice this state of awareness, of presence, outside of the moments we need them in order to forge the neural pathways that allow us that space in the future. Today we're going to focus some of our practice on body awareness, body consciousness, and body acceptance. As you inhale, I want you to lift your hands, palms facing up out to your sides, and then inhale to lift them up overhead. Exhale, drag those palms together down to heart center. Bow the chin into the chest. Hold your thumbs against your body. Maybe you feel the heartbeat, the breath move. Say thank you to your body for everything it's done for you so far today, and for the practice it's about to carry you through. allowing the hands to slide open so that the fingertips touch. And then sliding one hand beneath the other, we're going to grab opposite elbows, continuing to bow chin into chest. Maybe you give a little rock side to side, whatever feels good to you. Give yourself a nice little hug. Continuing to practice gratitude towards the body, all the wisdom and help it provides. As you inhale, go ahead and slide the arms open once more, lifting the chin, opening the heart, and then exhale, round through the upper back. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Practicing grace in the body one more time. Exhale. Inhale, open. And exhale, allow the hands to come down to the sides as we roll up over the knees and come into our quadruped position. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips as you find some motion and fluidity through the spine, through the hips, through the shoulders. Move in a way that feels right, good, and true for you. Maybe you take a couple of cat-cows. Maybe you sway the hips to and fro. There's no right way to move. There's just the moves that feel intuitively right for the body in this moment. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and find stillness in this position. Firming up through the core, pulling the belly button into the spine. We're going to go ahead and take the toes and press them down into the mat. And then we're going to hover the knees and press the heart towards the upper thighs, finding our first downward facing dog of class. Here you're going to go ahead and pedal out the feet, moving one heel down to the ground at a time. And then finding stillness. Your palms should be wide against the mat. Pressing your heart towards your upper thighs, keeping a soft bend in the knees, and then working on taking the tailbone towards the sky as you press your heels a centimeter more towards the earth. Creating tension in these opposing directions, a strong downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale in through the nose, fill the belly with air. And as you exhale, walk your hands back towards your feet. Heel toe the feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, and relax the heart onto the upper thighs. Here in this position, I want you to shake the head, yes. And then I want you to shake it, no. Let go of any remaining tension. And then allow the heart to fully relax. Maybe you grab opposite elbows for ragdoll pose. Allowing the weight of the upper body to swing back and forth. Keeping the integrity of your base by maintaining weight through the heels. Find stillness. Releasing the fingertips down to the mat, heel toe the feet back underneath of you, right beneath the hips. And then as you inhale, drag the fingertips up the shins as you reach your heart out towards the front of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, relax. Inhale, leading with the heart, circle sweep the hands all the way up. And exhale the hands down to the heart. Step the feet together, like you're tying the legs, squeezing the inner thighs, squeezing the glutes. And then inhale, lift the hands up overhead. Grabbing the right wrist with the left hand, you're going to grow tall, clench the glutes. And as you exhale, you're going to go ahead and lean over to the side, taking that back shoulder behind you and the front shoulder out in front of you. Focus to stretch on the side body. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reach the heart. Exhale, forward fold, walking the hands out in front of you into a plank position. Release the shins down to the mat, the tops of the feet, align the heart forward. And keeping the elbows very tight into the rib cage, exhale all the way down, allow the belly to relax. And then inhale, lift the heart for baby cobra. Exhale, melt forward. Press your weight back, flip the toes and the tailbone up, walking the feet hip width apart. Maintain that bend in the knees, find downward facing dog. Slowly walk the hands back towards the toes and release into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, heart reaches forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, lead with the heart, lift all the way up. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring the feet together, squeezing the inner thighs, squeezing the glutes. Inhale, grow tall, keep the glutes squeezed. This time, going ahead to grab the left wrist with the right hand. We're going to go ahead and lean over to the side, keeping the hips from kicking out. That back shoulder is going to come forward as we pull that front shoulder back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, dive all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly walk the hands out in front of you, find plank pose. If you'd like to release the shins, you can, or follow with me through a full chaturanga, exhaling down, flipping onto the tops of the feet, lifting the heart for an upward facing dog, big stretch. And then exhale, flip the toes, maintaining that little bend through the knees as you find downward facing dog. This time, come up onto the tiptoes, bend the knees deep, and then as you exhale, hop, step, or float to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep, taking the legs together. Exhale, the hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the hands as one. Right hand grabs left wrist. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, over to the side. Get a centimeter deeper and then inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, dive down, plant the hands, hop or step back to plank. Exhale, down through chaturanga. Flip onto the tops of the feet. Lift the heart, upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes and the tailbone back. Downward facing dog. Come up onto the tiptoes, bend the knees. Exhale, hop or step to forward fold. Seal the legs. Inhale, circle sweep. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale all the way up. Right hand to left wrist. And then go ahead and come over to the side. Come a centimeter deeper. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Upper step back to plank. Exhale, down through chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes and the tailbone back. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Inhale, lift the right toe up towards the sky. And then exhale, pull that foot through between the hands into a low lunge. Inhale, lift all the way up. And as you exhale, you're going to find a little bend in that back knee, finding your footing and stability, pressing the hips forward, squeezing the glutes. You should feel a gentle stretch at the front of your hip flexor. Breathe into the body. Inhale the hands up overhead. Exhale, hands come down, releasing the left shin completely, setting up for low lunge crescent. Inhale, we lift the hands, we squeeze the glutes. Exhale, we sink forward, keeping a squeeze on the glutes. If you'd like to go ahead and cactus the arms and lift the heart for a mini back bend. And then lift all the way back up, and then take the hands down. Flip the left toes. Shoot the right foot back. Exhale down through chaturanga. Flip upward facing dog. Exhale, flip the toes and the tailbone back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left toe reaches up. Single leg dog. Exhale, pull it through between the hands, low lunge. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands come to the heart as you find a little bend through that back knee. Squeeze the glutes. Tilt the pelvis. The stretches in the front of that hip flexor. Breathe. Deeper than what feels normal. Steady the heart rate. And on your exhale, relax the muscles, the sinews in that hip. Inhale, lift the hands, steady, slow. Exhale, go ahead and bring them down to the mat. Release the top of that right foot. And then inhale, lift the body, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, sink into that hip flexor once more. If you'd like to take a little back bend, you can. Cactusing the arms, lifting the heart. Keeping a squeeze on those glutes the entire time. And then lift the hands. And then taking them down to frame the foot. Flip the right toes in, lift up. Shoot the back foot back. One Vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. Slowly we walk the hands back towards the toes. At the back of our mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, relax. Inhale, circle sweep all the way up. And then go ahead and take the hands down to the heart. We're going to go ahead and turn so that we can take a sideways wide step on our mat. So it'll look like this. We're going to face this side of the room. Here, we keep our toes facing forward, our pelvis tucked underneath of us, so a little bit of firmness through the belly. And we're going to take our hands back behind us, interlace, so that we can roll our shoulders down and back. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Deep inhale in. And as you exhale, begin to tilt the heart towards the floor. Slowly, slower than what feels natural, allowing the hands to descend over the head. As you allow that natural gravity to find a little bit of fluidity through the back of the legs. If this is too much for your shoulders, you can grab opposite elbows instead. It's perfectly fine. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. The cool fold coming from that space between your belly and your hips. Slowly, we begin to lift the heart a centimeter at a time back out in front of us. Lifting all the way up, squeezing the glutes. And then inhaling the hands up overhead. Allow your shoulders to press down as we come into that tabletop once more, this time with energy shooting through our fingertips. Nice flat back, biceps squeezing into the ears, and then release so that your elbows face the back of the room, the hands come underneath the pelvis. Lift your heart out in front of you, and then as you exhale, come a centimeter deeper. Slowly walk the hands over to your right foot. Your heart aimed at your big toe. Like you're trying to pull your chest closer to that upper thigh. Maybe you grab the back of that calf, whatever feels good to you. But try to maintain as flat of a back as possible here. Slowly walk over to the other side now. Once again, the heart aimed at that big toe. You can grab the back of the calf, or you can leave the hands down, it doesn't matter. The focus here is that left leg. Slowly walk the hands back to center, release into that wide fold once more. And then taking the heels in a couple inches, the big toes out. We're going to inhale and slowly begin to lift up. Taking the hands together, and as you exhale, shoot the knees out over the big toes. Here in goddess pose. Inhale, we lift. And as we exhale, we heel toe the feet in and turn back to the front of the room. Inhale, circle sweep the hands up. Exhale, waterfall over the legs. We're going to go ahead and find a position here on our shins. Taking the toes underneath of you here. We're going to squeeze the legs together, trying to get all four corners of the foot attached into the mat. As we slowly walk the torso up, we're going to find that that weight comes into the feet. You can stay fully upright through the body, or to add a little bit more, you can slightly lean back. Giving our toes a little bit of love. They do a lot for us. We've given awareness now during our practice to our heartbeats, to our hips that soar so much, to our shoulders, to our inner thighs, now to our feet. And And again, I invite you to say thank you to these important mechanisms in the body for what they do for you each day. Slowly we begin to descend, to take our hands down, to take our knees to the wide edges of our mat, our big toes together, sitting the tailbone onto the heels as we stretch the fingers out in front of us, as we allow the forehead to collapse down to the earth. The heart follows, the spine relaxes, everything softens. The value that society puts on our bodies is so much based on what it looks like from the outside. Not what it can do, not the messages that it provides to us, not the intuition that lives within its walls. And so today I invite you for even these few moments to change the narrative. To praise your body for the vehicle of truth, of goodness, of kindness, of growth, of transformation that it is. You are so much more than what the world tells you that you are based off of an external thing. Even the pain you experience provides a message that says, I need to be taken care of. I need you. I care about you. I'm here for you. And when we slow down, we can hear it. For the body's not an enemy, but a friend. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, walk your fingertips over to the right side of the room, keeping the tailbone pressed down onto the heels. Bring that stretch into the side body. Inhale back to center. Big, deep, full breath. And exhale over to the other side. One last deep inhale in, back to center. And as you exhale, begin to walk the hands back, taking the heels from underneath the glutes and swinging them around to the front of your mat. Place your heels to the wide edges as you slowly begin to release the back all the way down for final Savasana. Scooch the shoulder blades down so that the shoulders are away from the ears, so that the shoulder blades flatten against the mat. Allow your hands to drape at your sides, palms facing up. During this meditation, from head to toe, I want you to examine the various parts of your body and acknowledge what they do for you. Say thank you. For your body is your friend. Breathe in to your head, your mind, your intuition, and exhale into a thank you. Complete these cycles from your eyes to your throats, down to your beating hearts, your flittering fingers, the guts, the legs that carry you, all the way down to your smallest toe. Become aware of your body and the full gift that it is. Take one last deep inhale in through the nose. And as you exhale, let go of anything that does not serve your day. Repeat this as many times as you need to. You're free to stay in Savasana for as long as you need. And when you're ready to pack up your station and to go home, I hope you give yourself one final big hug, big thank you, big expression of love before you leave this door, and see how it changes the course of your day. Thank you for joining me for class today. As always, it is my honor to serve as your teacher, as your instructor, and to lead you through these meditative moments as well. I hope for you a wonderful week, full of kindness, gratitude, transformation, learning, and love. Namaste.